They trained us for war. They warned us about fear. But nothing prepared us for the night we were ordered to hold the line, no matter the cost. This story happened years ago in the northeast of Nigeria, during the height of the insurgency. Names have been changed, but the events are real, and some of the men in this story never came back. My name is Corporal Sadiq Musa, Nigerian Army. When our unit received the signal for deployment, nobody spoke. We had heard the rumors. Entire checkpoints wiped out. Villages overrun before dawn. Soldiers ambushed while sleeping. We were posted to Camp Z, a small forward operating base carved out of bushland and dust. No streetlights, no proper roads, just sandbags, watchtowers, and prayers. That first night, the air felt heavy. Even the insects were quiet. Private Ibrahim Lawal, barely 21, whispered to me, "Corporal, do you think they'll attack tonight?" I lied and said no. In war, strangers become family fast. There was Sergeant Danjuma, our section commander. Hard voice, soft heart. He always shared his last cigarette. Lance Corporal Eve, from Delta State, could make jokes even in hell. And Private Ibrahim, who still wrote letters to his mother every Sunday. We joked, cleaned weapons, checked radios, but every man knew this place had seen blood. That evening, intelligence warned of possible enemy movement within 10 kilometers. "Stay alert," command said. We stayed alert, but tired. It happened just after midnight. A single gunshot, then silence. Seconds later, boom! An explosion rocked the eastern perimeter. Alarms screamed. Men scrambled for positions. "Contact! Contact!" Sergeant Danjuma shouted. The darkness came alive with gunfire. Tracers cut through the night like red knives. I saw shadows moving between trees. Too many. They had come prepared. They attacked from 3 directions. Our radios crackled with panic. "Charlie position under heavy fire. Ammo running low. Medic! Medic!" Private Ibrahim was shaking beside me, firing non-stop. I grabbed his shoulder and yelled, "Control your breathing! Aim!" Suddenly, an RPG hit the watchtower. The tower collapsed. 2 men were inside. There were no screams, just fire. That was when fear truly entered my body. I grabbed the radio and pressed it close to my mouth. "Alpha Base, this is Camp Zui. Do you copy?" Only static answered. I tried again, louder this time. Nothing. Around me, gunfire continued, but that sound, the silence from the radio, was louder than everything else. That was when it hit us. We might be on our own. Suddenly, gunfire erupted from our left. "They're on the flank!" someone screamed. Men spun around, firing blindly into the darkness. The enemy had moved closer, too close. You could hear their voices now, shouting, calling out positions. The perimeter we thought we were holding was already broken. Command came over the radio. "You are the last line, reinforcement delayed. Hold your position." Delayed. In war, delayed can mean never. Sergeant Danjuma stood up in the open, bullets snapping past him, and shouted, "No retreat! We hold here!" We fought like men who had nothing left to lose. Eve was hit in the leg but kept firing, laughing through pain. "Today no be my burial day," he shouted. Then Ibrahim screamed. He was down. I crawled to him, blood everywhere. He grabbed my uniform and whispered, "Tell my mother I tried." He died before sunrise. Smoke filled the air so thick you could barely see 10 meters ahead. Orders were shouted, but nobody knew who was shouting what. friend or enemy. Everyone looked the same in the darkness. Every shadow felt alive. Every sound felt like death approaching. This was no longer a firefight, this was survival. I checked my vest. One magazine left. Around me, other soldiers were doing the same. Quietly, carefully. Every bullet now had a name. Every shot had to count. No one was shouting anymore. We were past fear. The attack lasted over an hour. It felt like a lifetime. Smoke burned our eyes. Our rifles were hot to the touch. Ammo nearly gone. Then suddenly, the gunfire slowed. The enemy began to withdraw. At first, we didn't believe it. We waited, weapons raised, hearts pounding. When dawn finally broke, the camp was silent. Too silent. The ground was covered in shell casings and blood. We counted our own. 7 dead, 11 wounded. We wrapped bodies in Nigerian flags. Nobody spoke. Later, reinforcement arrived. Too late for Ibrahim. Too late for the others. As helicopters lifted the fallen, Sergeant Danjuma removed his beret and cried openly. No one judged him. People will never know their names. They won't trend on social media. There will be no statues, but somewhere in Nigeria, families sleep safely because a few tired soldiers held the line. If you ever see a soldier in uniform, remember, some nights they fight so you can sleep.